Hi, my name's Lizzie and I'm the grand big.
Hey y'all, I'm Erica and I'm the big.
Hi, I'm Peyton and I'm the little.
And honestly, I feel like we all really didn't know what we were getting ourselves into when we agreed to speak to y'all on sisterhood, especially since y'all just heard from some of the more outgoing girls, and I mean, how are we supposed to follow that? Also, 5 minutes can seem like a lot of time, but I feel like once we got together and started talking about what we actually love about our family, what we love about Zeta Sisterhood, we realized 5 minutes may not be enough time. So considering that I've already spoke, 30 seconds, let's go ahead and talk about like how we became a family.
Yeah, so I met Erica during recruitment actually, and I just remember going into conversations with her and feeling like all my nerves just lift off of my shoulders. And then when Big Little came around, I always had her in the back of my mind because I knew that if she could make me feel so loved during recruitment, that she would be able to do the same as my Big. And I actually was the one that asked her to go on like a date, I guess. And I'm so thankful that I did because now I have someone as amazing as her to look up to. And seriously, it's just been amazing throughout the past year getting to watch her pour her heart into this chapter and walk with such confidence, which is something that I look up to so much because that's something that I would like to better within myself. And seriously, like both Lizzie and Erica have been such great parts of the past year of my life, making me a more confident person overall. And I'm so excited to be able to add a little to our family, to shower with love, just like the two of them did.
Aw, that makes me so excited.
Me too.
And honestly, I remember after our first like little date, I went home and I just talked to my roommate Megan, who you just heard from, and she was just like, "Yeah, you and Peyton are like so different, but the same person. Like y'all need to be Big Little." And I was like, "Okay, that's it." But yeah, honestly, it was kind of crazy because how I got my little and how I got my big were like completely different. With Peyton, we kind of connected towards the end. Like we had talked during recruitment, like you said, but we didn't like know for sure until like I think the night of prep.
Yeah.
Like it was towards the end. But then with Lizzie, like I don't think we even spoke during recruitment, but she was my bid-day buddy. Like
I was looking out for
yeah, she apparently was watching for me, but I got to run home to her and she was holding my sign, and I think like after that day I was like, okay, this girl's gonna be my big. But we went ahead and we kept meeting with girls, we made some connections, but I just remember thinking like I love all these people, but none of them are Lizzie. And then we finally had our little Big Little date, and I just remember we both were like beating around the bush, like, if you found someone you wanted your little, it's okay, I won't be mad. And I was like, no, if you found someone. But after 30 minutes of going back and forth, we finally were both just like, look, I want you as my big. And she was like, I want you as my little. And now we're here.
So the second that I laid eyes on Erica, I knew that we were A, going to be best friends, and B, she was going to be my little. Erica, even though that she's younger than me, and even though that Peyton is younger than me, I constantly look up to them. And you know, something that somebody told me when I was looking for a big and a little is you don't want somebody who's going to make you stay where you are, but you want somebody who's going to push you to where you want to go. And these girls, although I'm the current big, I feel like they constantly hold me accountable for who I am and what my morals are, and they constantly encourage me, and really they're the best family that I could ever ask for. They're the people where when I need something, I know that I can come to them, and I know that we will always stay friends forever. You know, Zeta really is forever. I still have the opportunity to stay in contact with my big and my grand big, and really we just want to continue to add to our family and shower the next girl with love, just like Peyton said.
That makes me so excited. And honestly, another thing I love about like not only Zeta Sisterhood as a whole, but like our family, is the fact that each of us have our very own like clear, distinct values that we work on and we try to like live by day, which I think is so cool. And personally, when I was going through sisterhood, I knew that was something I looked for in a sisterhood. I wanted to see like, what are the girls I'm talking to, what are their values, also what is Zeta's values as a whole. And I just noticed that Zeta really valued like loyalty, commitment, faith, and so much more. And like personally with Lizzie, like she is one of the most dedicated and hardworking people I know, and her commitment to this chapter, I think we both can agree, like I don't know how she does it all, but like her dedication to the chapter was something that kind of reassured me after I went Zeta that I had found my place here, because that's something I've always valued, and I knew that I would continue to value it here. And like with Peyton, her confidence and her just presence when I met her, it was so unique and so comforting, which is kind of crazy. You can't really explain it until you meet Peyton, but it was something that like I knew I wanted to improve in myself, which is funny that you said your confidence, because like that's something I look up to her for. But I just think that's one great thing about Zeta is like you can find your own values and stay true to those while also like developing these relationships and knowing more about them to improve yourself.
Yeah, and like as you sit here going through these rounds, I challenge you to ask yourself like what you're looking for in a sisterhood, and really find a house whose values align up with your own. I remember when I was sitting in your shoes a year ago, I was really looking for a house who would push me to be a better person, but also accept me for who I am. And I found that in Zeta, and I hope that you guys can find that too. Oh no.
That was so good.
That was so
That
good.
was-
No, we're
No,
keeping
don't
that.
worry.
Do you want to just give me a little finish and I'll...
Wait, we already have 5 minutes.
Yeah, you are.
Can we like
Wait,
straight
can
up
we
like
just-
hug each other?
Wait, okay, so
Yes.
then we don't have to have my mess up in there, right?
No, I think we can just cut it off. Like I think I like
Okay.
when you said I challenge you to like find like
I thought that was
your-
perfect.
Okay, and good thing I messed up at that sentence because that was like my going to be outro until I added another sentence.
Like
to it.
actually
I think
mic
that was,
drop right
like,
there. Like
okay.
that was